the next topic, that is in calendars, we came to know the century years, or the basic, actually it is the basics of calendar, but we are discussing this one in detail only after learning some certain concepts here. That is finding odd days, leap year identification, between years, same calendar year, between months, same calendar months, right? Once you learn all these things now, right, that is a different thing. And coming to the background of calendar, that is based on the entire is based on this one, that is century year only. Okay, that is the corrections, Gregorian corrections made. What are the Gregorian corrections made? That comes in this one. So be cautious while learning, while listening, right? Okay, so let us start. See, once you learn this one only, we come to direct single day, how to find out the single day, that is a date determination of a direct given date. That is August 15th, 1947. So which day it was? Or else 2021, February 13 falls on which day? For that one, you have to learn the background of the calendar, that is a century year, right? So we are going in detail and we are in the procedural way now. Okay, right. Well, coming to this is called a century year. So generally century years will come, how the question comes actually, see this one, actually based on our concept, the last day of a century cannot be. A century starts or ends, okay, it cannot be Monday, Tuesday, whatever the case, right? But the point is here, you have to learn what happened to the century years there. With that one, we have to, that is each and every, the succeeding concepts are, they are interlinked with this one, okay, right? So now, let us take one page here. Yeah. You see, I said that is leap days, leap years, that is leap year verification method. In the first 100 years, how many leap years are there? Means for every 4 years leap year comes, no? So for 100 years, it should be how much? Divided by 4, it is 25. But this is what happened to the Gregorian calendar. What is that one? That is in the Gregorian correction is there. That is 100th year is not a leap year. They removed that one. For that reason, 100th year is not a leap year. So actually the leap years must be how many? Leap years are, it should be 20, how many? 25, but it is removed, no? For that reason, now it is 25 minus 1. Now it is how many? 24 leap years. If 24 leap years are there out of 100 years, the remaining should be how much? That is normal years are, how much it is? It is 76, right? Okay, 76. This much is clear now. While 100th year leap year, we have done that one over, that is, right? Okay. Now, in this leap year, let us find out the odd days in 100 years. 100 years, odd days, that is odd days. We are finding out the odd days of 100 years, right? Okay. Let us see what happens here. 24 leap years are there. Leap years have 2 odd days. Each leap year have 2 odd days, and each normally have 1 odd day. So each leap year, that is into 2, that is each leap year have 2 odd days. So 24 into 2, that is 48 odd days. Clear? Then for normal year, it is each normally have 1 odd day. So I will multiply this one with only 1 so that I will get 76, that is. Here 48 and here 76. For what we are doing all these things? Odd days, that is 100 years odd days, right? Okay, 48 plus 76. 48 plus 76. So see this one, how much total? It comes around 8 plus 6, 14. That 1 and 7, 8. 8 plus 4, that is 12. So it is 124 odd days. Clear? So total 124 odd days means again we have to divide by 7 so that it comes around, make mental calculation. 7 months 7, 7 1 7, 54, 7 7 49, right? So remainder is what? 5. Yes, we got now for 100 years, how many odd days? It is 5 odd days. First 100 years, not every 100 years. Don't say like that, right? 100 years, first 100 years, you'll have 5 odd days. Right. Now, I will make a note on this one. Let us take a, right? So, right. Now, you see, first 100 years will have how many odd days? 5 odd days. Yeah. Next 100 years also have 5 odd days because 100th year is a normal year here first. Even 200th year is a normal year. That's why there are also 24 leap years and 76 normal years, right? So here also that is, so the next 100 years is also, that means 200 years, if we see that one, for 100, 5, another 100, also 5. So if I write this one to be more clear, 5 plus 5, that is. So it is 10, again divided by 7. Wherever you get more than 7, you have to divide that one, right? So 7 1 7, that is, it is 3. Okay. So for 200 years, total 200 years, the odd days are 3. Starting 100 years, 5. Second 100 years, also 5. Second 100 is also 5. Total 200 years, the case is 3 odd days. Then, give me answer for this one now. Even 303 is also normal year. 300th year is also normal year. For that reason, again that 100 years also have 24 leap years and 76 normal years. Then the 300 total will have, no need to write, 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is how much it is? 5 plus 5 plus 5. That is 15. 15 again divided by 7. 7 to 14. That is 1. If you complete 300th year, that is, so finally you will get 1 odd day. Clear? Then coming to the 400th year. 400th year. 400th year is a leap year, is it not? So 400th year is a leap year. So this one is very important. That is, it was made. There is no correction made for 400th year. Okay. So now how many leap years will be there? Last 4, that is last 4th 100. 4th 100. So definitely they will have 25 leap years and 75 normal years. That means 1 odd day will be extra, is it not? So for this one, whatever that is the case, so here, see this one, this for 1, we have to add what? We have to add, okay, let it be 400 years. You see, it should be 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus what? Plus 6, not 5, it is 6, because it's a leap year. 400th year is a leap year. Okay. So it comes around, that is 21 odd days. Is it not? Okay, 21 divided by 7, how much that is? 0 odd days. Hey, something, once 0 has come, same concept starts, is it not? If once 0 has come, that means same day something related to, and cyclical process goes. Cyclical process goes. There we stop. So now, you got for 100 years, how many odd days? For 100 years, how many odd days? It is 5 odd days. For 200 years, 3 odd days. 300 years, 1 odd day. And 400 years, 0 odd day. Once you learn this one, number of, there is 2 to 3 varieties of questions comes based on this one. How? Let us see now. Right? This one. So I am making this one, say 5, 3, 1, 0. Okay, we'll make the same thing, that is, yeah, I'll take this one 100. So 100 years, I'll take this is 5 odd days, 200 years, 3 odd days, 300, 1 odd day, 400 years, 0 odd days. Right? This is the case. See, all these things I have made cumulative, that is 100, this 200 means total 200, 300 means total 300, is it not? Okay. Suppose, while counting, if you say 5 odd days are there, finally, 5 means what? 5 means what? That is, so our Monday is 1, Tuesday is 2, that means the 100th year, that is first year in the calendar started on which day? Monday. Is it not? So 0101, 0001, this day is started on which day? It is on Monday. For that reason only we have taken this code for Monday. Is it not? Okay. Then Tuesday 2, Wednesday 3, right? And Thursday 4, and Friday 5, and Saturday it is 6, and Sunday it is 0 or 7 lines. Okay. 100 it is 5 means, so the last day of this is 100 means the first century, is it not? So I can write this one as first century. Century means what? First century means what? 100, is it not? Okay. So this is 5 means I can say that is Friday, this is Friday. Is it the starting or ending? Starting, I said, starting century start with what? Monday only calendar, is it not? So it is ending with 5 odd days means definitely 5 means what? Friday. So I can write this one as the last day. All these are nothing but the last days. All these are nothing but last days of the centuries. Okay. First century 5 means what? So it is the last day is Friday. It is Friday. Now, if the second century, this is second century. Second century ends with what? Second century ends with what? Ends with what? 3 means it is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? Then 300 years, third century, this is third century, and it ends with 1 means it is on Monday. And 400 years over, that is, so that means 4th century over. So that is definitely it is odd days are 0. It means 0 means what? It should be Sunday. What Sunday? The last day of century is Sunday. The last day of fourth century is Sunday. Clear? Then next century is what? 5th century starts, no? So 5th century means, I'll write here 5th. Okay. 5th century starts with what? We don't know. But 4th century ends with Sunday. 4th century ends with Sunday. So 5th century starts with what? Monday. Is it not? Yeah, that is 5th century starts with Monday. How that Monday? Again, this is a 0. Again, which century starts with Monday? Previously, see this one. Is it not the... I have taken last one, right? So, I will make this one. This is Sunday. This is Sunday. Okay. 4th century is there. We'll stop there. 5th century, it starts with what? 5th century starts with Monday. But previously, which one is started with this one? 100. That is 1st century. 1st century also started with. That means, you see, if you take the 5310 over, no? That is again 500 years. Again, odd days are how much? Means up to here 0. Again 100 years. Again 5310. Again 5. Next 600 years. 6th century. It is 5. That is 3. 7th century. It is 1. And 8th century. It is 0. That is. So, when this is again a cyclic process. What I said, since 5310 goes, right? So, it is cyclic process. So, when we will have 0 odd days means for every 400 years, we will have 0 odd days, right? For every 400 years. That means, now, I will write here, that is, all the, right, all the, that is 400th year, 800 years over, 1200 years over, all these have how many odd days? 0 odd days. From starting to here, from first day to till date, that is. Wherever you go, 2000 years, how many odd days? 2000 divided by 400, that is every 400. Every 400. So, that's why it is 0 odd days. Due to the Gregorian correction only, we got all these things. If everything is a leap year, we don't need this much work or explanation also. So, that is 100 with, that is 6, we'll get everyone as 6 like that, right? So, now the point is, here, there are two concepts here. First one is, which century starts with which one? That is, okay, but this, whatever 5310 has come, based on this one, we got one conclusion that these are nothing but last days of the century. These are nothing but last days of the century. So, the first one is, first century that is ends with what? Friday. This one ends with Wednesday, 2nd century. 3rd century ends with Monday, and 4th century ends with Sunday. Clear? Clear, right? Now, 8th century ends with what? 4th century ends with Sunday. Again, the cyclical process, 8th century comes. Again, it is also Sunday. Then, 17th century. 17th century ends with what? Ends with what? So, 17th century means you have to, this is a 4 times, every 4 we are having cyclic process. That's why you divide by 4 and say 17 by 4. For 4, 16, remainder is what? 1. Remainder is 1 means 1's 1st century, that is. Again, it is equivalent to 1st century. 1st century ends with what? 5. That's why it is Friday. I think you got the clear idea about this concept, right? Now, just I will make this one a new table, right? Yeah. Well, you see, the last, this is 5 means Friday is the last. 3rd means, that 3 means Wednesday is the last day. 1st means Monday. And 0 means Sunday. Right? These are all, I can write this one as even, right? This one as 1st century, 2nd century, 3rd and 4th. We got this much now. Now, here, give me that is conclusion. You see this one here. First century, the last day is Friday means second century starts with what? First century ends with Friday. Ends with Friday. Second century starts with, second century, the starting. I'll write here, starting day, that is, start. If first century ends with Friday, second century, that is, you have to fill up this one. In these three, you have to fill up this one. Second century starts with, this is Friday, the next day is what? Saturday, that is. Friday, Saturday. Right? So, next. If second century's last day is Wednesday, third century starts with Thursday. Wednesday, next day is Thursday. Right? Third century ends with Monday. Third century ends with Monday. That means next century starts with Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay. Fourth century ends with Sunday. Fourth century ends with Sunday means the next century starts with what? There is Monday. But this is nothing but your first century only, no? Fifth century is just nothing but first century, is it not? So I can write here, this is Monday. Is it not this first century starts with Monday? Is it not? First century starts with Monday. That is, so the first century based on, that is, last days, based on the odd days remaining, we got all the last days of the centuries. Based on last days of centuries, we have gone for first day of subsequent, that is immediate centuries. Right? See how much analysis we have done. With this one, we got the first day of century is what? Of anything, that is first day or last day. So both the cases we have done now. Right? Now, determining 17th century or 18th century or which century is what in this group, that is a different issue. We'll see this one here. See, the cyclic process goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one, that is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a repetition, that is nothing but repetition. 9, 10, 11, 12. Again, that is. So, that is here 13, 14, 15, right? 16, like that. Okay, the 16th century like that. Now, I think you have noted this one. Then, I'll go, first of all, find out, suppose I say, that is 19th century, last day. 19th century, last day. So, 19th century last day means, so definitely it should be, how much means? We have to divide by 4 and see 4 how many times it goes, remainder, that is, remainder is how much? 4, 4, 16, remainder is 3. 3 means what? Third century. Third century in this sequence, this is the case. Third century. So, it ends with what? It ends with Monday. It ends with Monday. Right? And if at all, they ask about the starting of the day, starting of a century. If they ask about the starting of a century, say that is 17th century starts with what? 17th century starts with what? Okay, I will make this one now a correction. I rub this one everything and I'll go for 17th century starts with what? 17th starts, starting day. Simply, 17th starting means 16th ending we have to find out, first of all. 17th starts means the immediate 16th ending. If you know that one, then we know the 17th start. Okay. See, here, first of all, search for 17th. Let us see. For 4, 6, 16, that is 1. This is first century, that is nothing but 17th century, this one. 17th century is equal to first century only. Is it not? 4, 17 divided by 4. 4, 4, 16, remainder is 1. Means that is first century. So, this is first century. Okay. 17th century, starting they are saying. 17th century, this is ending, we know. Its starting is nothing but, the 16th century ending. Is it not? 16th century ending is, you know that one, that is 0, that is Sunday. So 17th century starts with what? Don't take all the starting also here. Don't by heart this one. Only this is 5310 is enough, right? Whenever they ask about start, go with ending of the previous century and get the answer, then give the answer. So here we need to find out the starting of 17th century means ending of 4th century is what? Ending of 4th century is what? It is Sunday. So the next day is Monday. So your answer is here, it is Monday. Right? In this way, we have to see how many concepts we got here. This is useful for other reasons, other cases also. But here, last day and first day of centuries, you have to do in this manner. Right? Now, the first question what we have learned, that is regarding these centuries, let us see this one. Yeah, the last day of century cannot be. You see that one. The question, last day of century cannot be. Can be what? First of all, last day of century can be what? Can be 5310. Is it not? So, it can be 5310. Right? So, 5 means what? It is Friday. It can be Friday. It can be Friday. 3, it can be Wednesday. 1, it can be Monday. But 0 means Sunday. It should be Sunday, but they said that it is Tuesday. Tuesday cannot come. In any of the centuries, the last day won't be. Tuesdays, Saturdays, 4 are there means 3 are not there. Is it not? Then, if you see this one, 5310, these are almost, I can say odd numbers. So here, the next day will be, see this one, this is next day. That is next day means 6, that is 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, that is. So here, that is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, that is Monday. So Monday can be, so any century, so in centuries, a century may start or end with Monday. Can a century starts with Sunday? Can a century starts with Sunday? No chance. Like this, there are so many there is a framing of questions will be there, right? On only this one, I gave only one example. Previous questions, if you see, almost similar questions, but not that much analytical. But I gave all the concepts, background behind the century years. Clear? Then, this is how this is useful for your the final day calculation. That is very important, right?